In the top focus, a 7-year-old boy was electrocuted in Bengaluru while he was playing at a park at his own residential apartments there. He accidentally stepped on a live wire. The wire that was apparently left uncovered by the Bengaluru electricity supply company. Maintenance work which was reportedly going on there in the area at the park that led to this fatal accident. We should remember here that a 6-year-old boy was electrocuted in the very same manner in Hyderabad just 2 weeks ago. We have with us our correspondent Srija getting us further inputs here on this very tragic case and a very sudden, unfortunate loss of a 7-year-old boy here. Srija, who's to be held accountable here because there were no warning signs on work that was still going on in that area?
Well, absolutely. Even though this particular park that we're talking about comes in the locality of Banaswadi here in Bengaluru, and we see that this particular green space belongs to, of course, the BBMP, the civic body over here. And we see, even though the park belongs to the civic body, the BBMP, but remember the maintenance work was carried out by BESCOM, which is the electricity board. So clearly we see so far an FIR has been registered against unnamed officials of the BBMP, the civic body, the BDA, the Bengaluru Development Authority as well, because remember, even the park falls under them as well, the government agency. Apart from that, the contractor who changed the lights in the past for causing especially the death by negligence case has also been registered against this particular person. Now, and to talk about really the incident, what we understand is that it took place at around 7:30 p.m. and Uday was accompanied by elder brother as well. Now, remember, it could be there are high chances because kids are not very informed about what really the wires, especially which have been left open by the contractors. We see this particular boy, he stepped on the live wire and he lost his life.
All right, Srija, please stay on with us. Getting in an official voice here on this, on what's to be done next here on this tragedy. We have Mr. Suresh NR. He's from the Namma Bengaluru Foundation here. Appreciate you being with us, Mr. Suresh. Of course, questions now being asked, fingers being pointed here to the concerned authorities, be it the electricity board, be it the BBMC, on why there were not enough signage, postage or warning signs put up on work that was still underway in that area.
It is a very unfortunate incident, and it is not the first time in Bengaluru, and definitely will not be the last time in Bengaluru. It is said to be, there is a FIR filed in Banaswadi police station against unnamed officials of BBMP and BDA. How can it be an unnamed official from BBMP and BDA? Every ward is designated, and every park will have the official in that particular ward. It should be on their name, and they should be named, shamed, and they should be penalized. They should, law should take its course. Unless we do it, it is not the first time. As I said, there is one Jain, there is one Abhishek, there is one Aishwar.
No, but Mr. Suresh, how does one go about this? Now, you're someone who represents the people in the given area as part of the Namma Bengaluru Foundation here. It's a very clear sign of the police going soft. When it is evident officials in the given ward, in the given area who were at work for this project here have not been named in their FIR.
There should be some name to all this nonsense. There should be a method to this madness. As you may remember, when 9-year-old Geeta Lakshmi was washed away in 2014, it's Namma Bengaluru Foundation which filed PIL in Karnataka High Court, and we are still fighting. This is negligence from the part of this BBMP. Okay. This is their apathy. We have been fighting for the city. We have been fighting for this, young kids who are losing their lives. You may remember one young boy lost his life in our Lalbagh. There is a bird bath. The parents went to take some selfie, and that bird bath, the stone fell on that boy, and he was killed at the spot. In all these such instances, officials are going scot-free. There is no proper investigation happening. There is no penalty for these officials. This will continue. This is the time. Bengaluru, together we should fight. Unitedly we should fight. Officials' name should be, taken, and they should be, punished seriously, and even the contractor.
Appreciate you speaking with us, Mr. Suresh, on this. Our correspondent Srija, of course, who's been getting us further inputs here. Srija, this is already fingers being pointed at with respect to the police action in an FIR that continues to remain against unnamed officials or unnamed person.
Well, that's right, Seher. In fact, this particular boy, the 7-year-old boy that we're talking about, he was electrocuted only because he had come in contact with the lamp post. Now, remember, yes, it is not just one person to be blamed at this point in time. Now, the BBMP, we understand, the civic body, they are also responsible for this, even though the park comes under them. Apart from that, we see in the park, the maintenance was carried out by the BESCOM, which is the electricity board. So when we see that it's a park, it's a public park, when you already know that there is influx of people coming in, there will be kids. So where really was the, in fact, attention as far as the contractors are concerned? So this is definitely a negligence, not just on the part of the BESCOM that we're talking about, the Bangalore Electricity Board, but also, in fact, the civic body. But clearly what we understand as far as the FIR goes there, because remember, we are looking at an FIR that has been slapped against unnamed people, because we clearly know it definitely comes under the BBMP. We also know it is right there out in the open that a case should be slapped against the contractor, and also especially BESCOM responsible for this. But for some reason, we understand the Bangalore police are also, in fact, that they're not having a watertight case as far as this particular latest case on this particular boy is concerned.
Srija, thank you for getting us those details.